Welcome back. We want to get you up to speed on what's happening. We just got a tornado warning that has come in now. National Weather Service issued a tornado warning. This is going to be for Cabarrus County, Iredell County, and north central Mecklenburg County until 8 o'clock this morning as these storms have become very intense at this hour. You can see that we're continuing to track these storms. We got some heavy rainfall and also some pea-sized hail going to be possible within these storms. Now, this is radar indicated. Don't have any confirmation on this from any storm spotters or law enforcement, but possible indication of some rotation. This is going to be rain wrapped, so don't try to go outside and see it. But again, we have a tornado warning for Cabarrus County, Iredell, Mecklenburg, and Rowan County. This is going to go until 8 o'clock this morning. So let's time this out for you. Want to also let you know that we have a severe thunderstorm warning that's still going to go until 7:45, and this is also going to include Charlotte, Northwest Charlotte, parts of Concord there, Western Concord, and Cornelius this morning, as this was issued at about 7:21. All right, so let's zoom in here a little bit and get it right down to this particular tornado warning that we're seeing, potential tornado. That's going to be impacting Mooresville, Cornelius, and also headed towards the China Grove area. If we put timing on this particular storm, we can see it's pushing towards the east now at 45 miles per hour. So it is booking it. I'll take you over to the weather wall. I'm going to kind of be bouncing around here. So we're going to keep the wall hot and we'll bring it back and forth to the weather center as well, as we'll keep you up to date. But again, tornado warning now for this highlighted area that includes parts of Rowan County and also Mecklenburg County. If you're in Mount Morin, this is going to impact you at 7:34, Enochville at 7:45, also China Grove at 7:47, and Mount Mitchell at 7:52. It's along this particular area that we've been seeing a little bit of rotation. There's some spin in the atmosphere. Also, just to the south there of Mount Morin, we're seeing some intense lightning. This is also impacting Cornelius and the Lake Norman area. So a tornado warning and also a severe thunderstorm warning in effect right now for those areas where you're seeing that red polygon and also that yellow polygon as well. This was just issued about 5 minutes ago or so. I'm going to turn on our velocity product so we can actually see where the strongest winds are and get a better picture of what's happening as far as any rotation within this particular thunderstorm. So this is our velocity, and I'm going to turn off the warnings on there. And you can see that it looks like that we're getting some rotation right around in this particular area. I'll circle it for you. I'll do my best to try to circle this here. But it's going to be, or I'll point it out for you, right around in this particular area that we're seeing some rotation with this storm at this time. So we'll zoom it out here, show you who's in the clear, and we'll take it back to the radar. And you can see how we're getting that intense lightning and also seeing some heavy rainfall as well. This is stretching now into North Charlotte. So if you're in Huntersville, Cornelius, Mooresville, I'd say most of Iredell County, especially in this area now that's under this warned area, you need to take cover, get to your safe place. This is where we're going to be seeing some possible rotation. You don't want to go outside. This is going to be rain wrapped. You want to get into the innermost portion of your home, away from windows, as even with the severe thunderstorm warning farther to the south, this is headed towards Charlotte Motor Speedway. This is also producing some strong damaging winds and as well, in excess of 60 miles per hour. This particular thunderstorm right here to the south, I'll put some timing on this for you. This is moving towards the east now at 35 miles per hour. So if you are in, looks like Huntersville, 7:36, it's going to be impacting you. So that's 1 minute from now. Also, University City, 7:46, 7:50, Charlotte Motor Speedway, Harrisburg, 7:53, and Concord. This will be impacting you at 7:59. Now, we're here at the WBTV studios in Charlotte. We are hearing the thunder and also getting some heavy rainfall right now. I want to take you back outside and maybe we can pull this up, show you our Johnson C. Smith University camera, and you can see how we're getting some heavy rain right now. We've got the dark, ominous looking skies and also some gusty winds. I've been seeing the trees kind of swaying back and forth there as well, as the winds have been gusting in Charlotte upwards of 30 miles per hour. We take you back to the First Alert Doppler radar network, and I want to stop it here because I want to show you how this all came about. And we first start to see these storms as we'll take it back here. We'll take you back just a few hours. We'll start it here at about 7 o'clock. And you can see how we were dealing with this intense line of thunderstorms that at this particular time at 7 o'clock, it was non-severe, but it got into some more unstable and a more unstable atmosphere, and it started to bow up. So now we've got that intense lightning. We just got a lightning strike. I just saw it here on the Johnson C. Smith University camera. So that's probably why you just saw your television screen go off and we went to black there briefly. That was a very intense lightning strike. But again, I'm going to zoom back in here to those warnings that we have right now and show you what's going on. So if you're in Cornelius, this is going to be impacting you, Mooresville. I'm going to get in a little bit closer. Let's see if we can get down to street level here, because this is where this potential spin up is. Mooresville, that's going to be along Brawley School Road and also Alcove Road. If you're in these areas, you want to take cover immediately because this will be impacting you. We're going to go a little bit farther south and take it down to Presbyterian Road. This is headed your way. Look at that lightning right there at Langtree Road. You're seeing some intense lightning as well. I want to turn back on our velocity product so we can get a closer look at where the potential tornado is here. And pull this back up. And we definitely got some very intense winds that are moving through, especially right here just to the south of Mooresville. So right in this area, this is going to be an area of concern for me right here where we have this tornado warning. So if you're along Linwood Road, you definitely want to seek shelter immediately. Dill Road, Patterson Farm. And again, if we zoom back out here, you can see how this is going to be impacting you in China Grove and Huntersville as well. We still got where you see the yellow polygon. That's where we have a severe thunderstorm warning. That includes Oakdale, University City, Huntersville, all pushing towards the east. The severe thunderstorm warning now at 35 miles per hour, and the tornado warning that you're seeing in this red box here, stretching from Mooresville to Cornelius, China Grove, and even this northern half here of Kannapolis. This is going to go until 8 o'clock. Real quick, I want to show you how quickly this has all kind of blown up across our area. We take you back out to our Johnson C. Smith University camera, and we've got the heavy rainfall, and it looks like we just had another lightning strike right there. Boy, that was a big boom right there. Caroline, did you hear that?
Yes, I did. I did hear that. We're hearing that even here in the weather center and newsroom, so it's clearly pretty heavy out there.
Now, I believe we have some video of some hail. Emily, can you tell me where this video came from of this hail that was coming down just moments ago? Okay, so okay, so this is Erica. I believe she's up in Denver. In
Lincoln County.
In Lincoln County, look at that pea-sized hail. That was being reported with this line of storms that pushed on through. And you can see how it is very intense, and along with the heavy rainfall. So that's what we're dealing with this morning. Let's take you back to the radar real quick and show you what's going on. Severe thunderstorm warning until 7:45 for Cabarrus, Gaston, Lincoln counties. And we also have, I'm going to clear that off. And we also have a tornado warning for Iredell County and Mecklenburg County, now Rowan County, until 8 o'clock this morning, as we are tracking a line of severe thunderstorms. And this one's going to be capable of producing a tornado right in this area across the southern half of Iredell County. It's moving towards the east at 40 miles per hour. So if you're in China Grove, this will be headed towards your way. And also points farther south across North Charlotte. We've been hearing some bangs and booms here at the station. I'm talking about shaking the roof. It's taking us off the air twice momentarily, but nonetheless, this is just letting you know that you need to seek shelter immediately. If you had any plans to go out this morning, just kind of delay those plans and let these storms get through the area. So I want to point out 7:45, we still got the severe thunderstorm warning for Cabarrus in Mecklenburg County. Just got an update with that one, and also the tornado warning that's going to continue until 8 o'clock this morning for Iredell, Mecklenburg, and Rowan counties. I'm going to zoom in a little bit closer now and show you where we're seeing the most intense rainfall and also some hail. I'm sure there's some hail with this storm now just to the north of Mooresville. And again, this is racing off towards the east now at 40 miles per hour. So now is the time. If you can hear the sound of my voice, you want to seek shelter. Cornelius, you see how the radar just jumped there. We got an update. This is pushing towards Kannapolis, China Grove. It's along this leading edge that winds are going to be in excess of 60 miles per hour, so strong damaging winds. Then farther south, we're not seeing as much rotation, but we still got that severe thunderstorm warning, and this is going to include Huntersville and also points farther south once you get along Interstate 85 there. And we'll continue to track this as this is all racing off towards the east now at 40 miles per hour. I'm going to jump back over to the Weather Center real quick. Let's pull up that hail video again as I take my trip back over, and we'll give you some more updates and show you who's in the clear and actually show you what's going to be happening later on this afternoon as we'll continue to deal with some stormy conditions this morning. But again, this is going to be pushing out rather rapidly. Tornado warning now until 8 o'clock this morning. Caroline, I saw you just looked at me. Any updates, any reports or anything you want to mention? Nope. Okay, so let's take you back outside to Johnson C. Smith University. Keep showing this camera because it's showing visually what we're seeing across most of Charlotte right now, and that's some heavy rainfall, also some very intense lightning. I mean, it was such an intense lightning strike that it was so intense that it briefly knocked us off the air. So I want to zoom out, show you the big picture, show you what's happening now across our entire area. You can see that this line of storms just kind of bowed up, got into a more rich, unstable, or an area with more instability, and now we're getting the heavy rain, reports of some pea-sized hail, and also a tornado warning and a severe thunderstorm warning. They're kind of overlapping. This is going to be for the southern half of Iredell County, this tornado warning, also Rowan County and extreme northern Mecklenburg County, and this goes until 8 o'clock. What I'm going to do, I'm going to stop the radar, and we're going to switch it over, and again, I want to check out the winds with this particular cell that's working now across southern Iredell. I want to check out where we're seeing the tornado warning. So we're going to pull this up again and put the timing on this for you so you can seek shelter immediately. So this is again racing off towards the east at 40 miles per hour, which is very fast. And it's where we're seeing, we're not seeing the perfect, what I will couple it with this, but again, we're seeing some strong winds pushing away from the radar. When you see the red colors, that's going to be the wind pushing away from the radar. The green are the winds that are pushing towards the radar. But where you're seeing these brighter shadings of the red and also the pink, this is some intense wind, and this is where we could potentially be seeing a spin up. So again, if you're in China Grove, this is going to be headed towards you at 7:52. It looks like Collier Heights. Just forgive me if I'm mispronouncing that, but at 7:48, that's going to be impacting you. Shoopings Mill at 7:58. We just got another update there with the radar. I think that intensity is going down now on that area where we were seeing some stronger winds pushing out of the thunderstorm. Also, Granite Quarry, 8 o'clock, Rockwell at 8:02, Gold Hill at 8:07, and Missingheimer 8:10. This is going to be impacting you. So this is for the tornado warning that goes until 8 o'clock. And where you're seeing that red polygon, we just had our severe thunderstorm warning. You saw it dropped off there. It expired at 7:45. Doesn't mean that you need to go outside. Oh, okay, excuse me. It's Missingheimer. Thank you, Emily. At any rate, severe thunderstorm warning has just been dropped for Mecklenburg County, and I believe that was also for Cabarrus County. So that's expired, but we still have our tornado warning that's going to include the northern half of Mecklenburg County, also Iredell counties and Rowan counties. This is going to go until 8 o'clock. So we're going to keep a close eye on these strong winds that are pushing out of the thunderstorm. And as we zoom out here, if you're in the mountains and the foothills, you're in the clear. But it's now the Charlotte metro area that's dealing with these intense thunderstorms this morning. So we're going to keep a close eye on it here. Heavy rain pushing through the area right now, along with some strong gusty winds. We've got the tornado warning, and also we're dealing with some pea-sized hail that we've seen. Hey, if we can, I want to pull back up that video so we can show everyone how intense these thunderstorms have been this morning as this strong line has been pushing on through. If you're in Charlotte, you're hearing the rumbles of thunder, also seeing the lightning out there. I can turn on the lightning. We can see how many strikes we're seeing. We take a closer look here, and let's see, what was I looking for? Can't find what I was looking for, but at any rate, we can see this storm is producing some very intense lightning. If we switch over to our exclusive radar, you can see that we're still getting some heavy rain, but more importantly, as this works through Gray Road, if you're on Tammy Road, whew, it is really coming down. We're getting rainfall rates over an inch an hour. Also, Enochville, if you're along Wright Road there, heavy rainfall. Patterson Farm Road, this is going to be impacting you. Also near China Grove, or I should say just to the south of China Grove, very heavy rainfall at this time. I want to pull up our velocity product one more time and show you what's going on. Okay, so this is going to be an area of concern that I'm seeing right now. I'm going to point this out for you. Again, right here along Highway, my arrow is not, okay, right here in this area, just to the north of Enochville. This is where we're seeing some very intense winds. Okay, so this is moving away from the radar. We don't have a well-defined couplet with this, but nonetheless, if you're in this area, this is where you want to seek shelter right now. If you have a basement, go to the basement, get away from the windows, or just get into the innermost portion of your home. If you have a helmet or something to protect your head, that's a good idea as well. Put that over your head, or get in the bathtub, put the mattress over you, because we could get we could potentially be seeing a tornado with this particular thunderstorm as it's pushing on through. Want to recap for you and get you up to speed if you're just joining us. We have that tornado warning now. We just got an update from the National Weather Service. It's now for Rowan County, and it goes until 8 o'clock this morning. So we still got a few more minutes on this as they're now starting to trim back the warning. Remember how I was telling you we were seeing those more intense winds? They're starting to die down a little bit. So not as intense, but still nonetheless, any tornadic activity can be dangerous. I'm going to get in a little bit closer so we can tell you exactly where this is, get you down to street level. Looks like it's going to be along Highway 52, also Mount Moriah Church Road, that we're seeing some very strong winds there. We got another update there on our First Alert Doppler radar network there. Also Landis, it looks like Bastian Road and also Cannon Farm Road. If you're in these areas, you know, get to your safe place. Don't try to go outside and get any video or anything like that. We're still seeing very heavy rainfall with this, and also some very strong winds as well. We take you back to the radar, and you can see how the rainfall intensity has come down just a little bit, but nonetheless, we're still seeing some heavy rain in and around China Grove and just to the east now of Mooresville. Let's give you a big picture here. We are still watching this line. It's this line. I'll map it out for you here. It's been racing off towards the east now at 40 miles per hour. We just had our severe thunderstorm warning for Mecklenburg County and some of our surrounding counties to expire, so that's definitely some good news, but we are still under this tornado warning for Rowan County. Again, if you're in the mountains and the foothills, you're clear. You heard the lightning or you heard the thunder, you saw that lightning. It was very intense. Phil in Linville, he called, he said, boy, it's coming down hard and I'm seeing the lightning. Phil, thank you for that update. And right now we still got this intense line that really started to blow up about 45 minutes ago. Tornado warning here for this highlighted area that you're seeing. This is going to include China Grove, but the overall line, this is what I'm tracking for you right now. 752 Concord, that line is going to be impacting you. 758 Salisbury, also Locust at 8:06. It's going to be a quarter after 8. This will push farther east into Lexington. Also 8:30 Thomasville. This is going to be headed your way. And Archdale, 8:39. Intense line of thunderstorms pushing through. Also Cedar Grove. So what is the main concern here? It's going to be hail. We saw the video earlier of the pea-sized hail. Also strong damaging winds, 60 miles per hour or greater. And of course the heavy rainfall. That's what we're dealing with this morning. I'm going to step back off and jump back over to the Weather Center so we can get another close look at this potential tornado that's impacting Rowan County at this hour. We're still getting some very heavy rainfall now in Charlotte. We're hearing it on the rooftops here at the studio, but main concern right now, pardon me, is going to be our tornado warning now for Rowan County. If you're just joining us, we've got a tornado warning for Rowan County. Let me clear that off, clean this up a little bit. If you're in China Grove, I'd say even North Kannapolis, need to seek shelter. North Enoch Avenue. Very, very, very heavy rainfall with this. Enochville along Cannon Farm Road, we're seeing very heavy rainfall as well. And again, we'll take it back to the velocity product because again, our main concern is the possible tornado associated with this, and also the hail. Hail can cause a lot of problems. Radar indicated tornado from the National Weather Service. The counties involved now, Rowan County. This warning goes until 8 o'clock, and we're keeping a close eye on it. It looks like the intensity of this thunderstorm is really coming down, even though we're still getting some heavier rain back farther towards the south into University City. We're now seeing it push out of uptown Charlotte. It's headed towards Mint Hill. Mount Holly are getting in on some very heavy rain. And seeing a couple of isolated showers in around Carowinds there. Huntersville, and of course we've got heavy rainfall stretching from just to the south of Mooresville into Cornelius. Several lightning strikes here you can see around Huntersville, Poplar Tent, and then we have our tornado warning now. This is going to include China Grove. I think the National Weather Service will allow this to expire because I'm really starting to see not much intensity with this. I'm going to clear this off. Let's take it back to our other radar source. One moment. We'll take it back to our other radar source, and you can see how we're getting that heavy rain. And we'll put this map into motion for you. So this is within the last hour. You can see how these storms have raced off towards the east, and we'll bump it up to about 2 hours here, and we'll put the loop on it for you. And how these storms, I mean, since we started the newscast this morning, raced out of the mountains and pushed into the foothills, and boom, just we got all the right ingredients together, and we got some severe thunderstorm warnings, and now we have that tornado warning that includes Rowan County. So again, if you're in Rowan County, especially near the China Grove area, this is where you want to seek shelter. But I'm going to stop it here, and you can see if we were to take a slice of this storm, I just want to see how high it's going up in the atmosphere. Let's see if, I'm not sure if this product is going to work. Doesn't look like. Let's see. Not quite. All right, scratch that. That's not going to work for us at this particular time. Looks definitely as a sign that it's weakening because we're not able to quite see the intensity or how high that's going up in the atmosphere. So we'll zoom back out, get you a closer look. It's becoming very ragged. That's what I'm trying to point out here. So that's definitely an indication of some weakening, and but still very intense lightning as well. All right, this is racing off towards the east at 40 miles per hour. I'll get back over here so you can see what's going on. Mecklenburg County, rain still coming down. We've had some reports of hail this morning. We'll look at the damage reports here and see if there are any in. Okay. Okay, and we're going to send it over to Caroline now. She's got some updates for us, I believe.
All right, Alicia, thank you. Thank you for keeping us updated. We just want to remind you all that you can download the free First Alert Weather app right now on your app store. Easy to have that radar right in your hand. You can keep an eye. Storms are moving in your direction. This is a very easy way to just stay up to date on the latest as we continue to track this severe weather and keep an eye on how long that alert is in place, that tornado alert. So we just wanted to remind you that that is an option to get that First Alert Weather app. Alicia?
All right, thanks, Caroline. We've still got a few minutes left on our tornado warning for Rowan County. It looks like the intensity is coming down, but it's still a potential tornado in this particular area. So if you're in China Grove, it's going to be impacting you. I want to show you Futurecast, because if you have any plans for today, this could be impacting you, especially for this morning, but it looks like the latter half of the day is going to be looking much better. This is all out of here at 10 o'clock this morning, but as we look back, I want to show you what's happening on the radar there. That's when we were tracking a storm earlier that pushed through Mount Holly and Cornelius, but this is a current check of the First Alert Doppler radar network, and we've got this line of intense thunderstorms that's now slicing through Rowan County. It already pushed through Iredell County, and now it's pushing into the eastern half of Mecklenburg County, but still, though, on the west side there, we've got some very heavy rainfall. It becomes a little bit more ragged once we get across the upstate of South Carolina. Again, I'm going to give you a closer look at this tornado warning. We want to get one last look before it expires so we can see what's going on with the winds. We've been getting reports of some hail. We've been getting reports of winds in excess of 60 miles per hour. So we'll get you back up to speed here, show you what's happening, and give you one last check here of what's going on before this warning expires. So again, frequent lightning, that's a sign of some potential pea-sized hail with that. Let me turn off the lightning here so we can actually see the returns on the radar. So we're still getting the lightning, but I would say if you're in Kannapolis, Enochville, also China Grove, this storm is going to be impacting you for sure. Also, Salisbury, Rockwell, you got to watch out as well. Let's track this while we still have time. Racing off towards the east now at 40 miles per hour, and Mount Mitchell, 804. Shoopings Mill, 809. This storm's going to be impacting you. Looks like it's going to be holding together. And also Watts Crossroad at 811, 813. Rockwell Gold Mill at 818. And Miss Meisenheimer, is that right? Okay, thank you. That's at 821, and Richfield at 823. This is going to be impacting you. So main threats with this are going to be damaging winds, excess of 60 miles per hour, also some pea-sized hail. That's what we've been getting reports of, or that's what this line of thunderstorms has a history of producing. And of course, the heavy rain. This is some very intense rainfall. You definitely don't want to be out driving in this. And again, if you're in any of these areas, stretching from Mount Mitchell to Richfield this morning, you definitely want to get to your safe place. Don't try to go out and see this potential tornado, because it's going to be rain wrapped and you're not going to be able to see it. So you don't want to put yourself in a dangerous situation. Also got that heavy rain that's going to be pushing towards Concord. So, but again,